Yeah, I'm not looking for anything fucking depressing. I look for some fun stuff.
Okay.
The CBS finally I don't know if you're aware of this, but they made a new Star Trek starring Patrick Stewart. It's called Star
Oh,
Trek Picard. Like he's
Mhm.
back,
I didn't
and
know
it's
that.
like a retired Picard. I think he's gonna come out of retirement to like take care of some stuff. And I watched the first episode of that tonight, and I loved it. They seem to have a really high budget. Like the CGI and stuff is great. Like when they're showing like the replicator or like, someone's just using like a it's like a phone, but it's all in the air. It's like a display. They're just
Mhm.
waiting their
Are they
finger at.
doing de-aging on him or just
No,
old?
no, it's meant to be 20 years after
Okay.
the original series ended, just as it is. So he's very old and frail. Like there's a part where they have to make a getaway, and he's like, "Slow down, slow down." Oh. Well, he can't keep up. He's definitely like old Picard. But I'm digging it. It's he's carrying the thing massively, which makes sense. He's the titular character, as they say. But I'm liking it. I'm looking forward to more episodes. We had to subscribe to. I didn't do it, but Kitty subscribed to fucking CBS or whatever. Like I swore it wouldn't happen. She fucking did
They
it.
have a
So
streaming
now,
service now.
yes,
Oh, really?
Uh,
it's the only way to get that
how
show.
much is it?
Uh, I have no idea. I
Okay.
would guess nine
The
dollars.
only way to get that show.
I was gonna just. There's your way, and then
I'm
what I
not
usually
familiar
do.
with my way.
I think you're very familiar with your way. And, what I honestly do whenever there's like a show like that on an app that I don't have, and that's the only thing I want, I just buy it because it's like $25 a season,
Mhm.
which it's going to be 10 hours of entertainment for $25. It seems like small potatoes. Like that showed The Terror that came out. It's the one where I think it was it's either A&E or who does Walking Dead.
That's AMC, right?
AMC. It's one of the. I think it was AMC. It's the 10-part mini series about the early 1900s, or maybe like 1850s or something like that. It's a British ship going to the North Pole to explore. They get frozen into the ice, and they end up having to stay there for like a year. They're like, we've got plenty of food. It'll thaw out next spring, and we'll get out of here. Next spring comes around, the ice doesn't thaw, and they're like, we've got so much food. Next summer, when the ice thaws out, we'll get out. 2 years have gone by, and they're like, we're running low on food, boys. And it increasingly worse and worse. It's very scary. There's like some supernatural stuff going on too. I just buy stuff like that though. What is what I was getting at. But she has subscribed to CBS, so I'll see what other stuff I now have access to.
Man, streaming over the course of the last 5 years went from a much cheaper way to enjoy TV to now even more expensive than cable if you want all the streaming services. Like, I
If
like
you
it's a
want
little more a la
everything,
carte, but like, I'm not getting the CBS one. I'll probably end up canceling Netflix before too long. I feel like they don't put anything good on there anymore.
Netflix is spending $17 billion in this calendar year on content.
All
There's
right,
going to
well
be
then
another good
I'll
show.
hold off.
I disagree. I still find Netflix has a lot of interesting original content.
So much.
I used to buy Netflix for their library. Now I feel like I'm buying it for the original content. I don't know what's better for them.
The Witcher is huge.
Great
it had
example.
70, 80 million viewers or something like that. Like that's a
Giant.
gigantic show.
The one that I worry more about, I have a Disney Plus. Is that what it's called? Disney
Yeah,
Plus?
I'm worried about that one too.
Right?
All right, I watched
the
all
Man-
National Geographic.
I saw
watched The
Mandalorian, and I talked to Jackie about canceling it, and apparently she's really enjoying it. That's the one that she uses. I don't know what show it is, but that's her background streaming service now.
Yeah,
So I think those are our only two.
I have all of them. I have Hulu, I have Disney Plus, I have ESPN Plus, I have Netflix, obviously, Amazon Prime, CBS now. I have Shudder, I have Stars, I have Showtime, I have HBO.
What the hell is on Stars and Shutter?
Shudder has like all this horror stuff that I really like. I like the cheesy horror and some of it's good horror, like Mandy's on there. I don't know, for example, it's lots and lots of horror, and I like horror movies a lot.
I might get that.
Like I just scroll through it like the shit from the 80s, and I'm just like, yep, let's watch that. That's absolutely a ridiculous title. Like Nazi Bikers from Hell, let's go. It's Nazi
Nazi
surfers
Tigers
from hell.
hell.
Is this a sequel or a prequel? They're surfing now. Like, I gotta watch that shit. I really enjoy the horror movies that are meant to be scary as fuck, but actually turn out to be funny. I like that shit a lot.